Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you can leave it like that, and then turn it around, and then put it.
Okay.
And I just want another brother to come, and we could like switch it back the other way.
Yeah. Let me make it public. I'm waiting for the channel pray for a few days, get off the sanction. I mean that flag shit. I might start putting it back on there.
This has been like 2 months, right?
It's been a minute.
2 or like 3 months, maybe.
I think I gotta check it again.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. They put like what is it? 6 months? Something. We started off out.
So we the Hebrew Israelites, okay, we coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, okay, according to the Bible. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and all glory to Yahawah,
BaHaSham,
Yahawashi,
BaHaSham, Qadash.
double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well, and honors and citations to the elect occupant through these works of sincerity and truth. Alright, so like I said, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. Okay, as the scriptures say, which we're gonna get into. Alright, and why? Because America is the wickedest kingdom, alright, to ever exist, man. You know? And why? And how do I know that? Because the scriptures say this place is gonna be destroyed with 200 million missiles, man. And nobody shall ever dwell here again. Alright, Isaiah 13.
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. He up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the...
Right, so we to shake the hand at you people, man. Alright, meaning to tell you off. Because you're all wicked, you're all goofy as fuck, man. Alright? You all think shit is a joke, you all think shit is funny, but you don't watch politics or the news to understand what's going on. Alright, within the world. You don't watch the news, you don't watch politics. World War III is coming. You only watch housewives, man. You don't watch women arguing for views and race, man. Alright, so you don't have no right to be laughing. Shit is a fucking joke, man. Alright, excuse my language. Okay? You don't even got no right to be a scoffer if you're not gonna be a watchman. Repeat that again.
It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Right. And sorry, read that again one time. Sorry.
It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them.
Right, and that's what we're doing, man. We're exalting unto our people, okay? To come back to the true nationality, man. Because according to Jeremiah 7, we discontinue from our heritage. Your nationality isn't a Negro, it's a color, it isn't a land, and it isn't a Edomite or so-called white man that actually live. Right? Because Africa goes back to white men and Leo Scipio Africanus, man. Okay? So your true nationality is a Hebrew Israelite, man. Alright, you go back to Jacob according to the scriptures, man. And being as how the Lord is about to shit, man, the only way for you to really get salvation is to come back to your nationality, man. And I was going to say, only acknowledge thy sins. Alright? So you got to come back to your natural. You got to repent. Okay? You got to be willing and obedient. And then you have a chance at salvation. Our people, and as scriptures also say, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. You got people running around talking about they saved already. Okay? How the hell they saved already, man? Saved is past tense, man. You know, so how simple can you be? Past tense, man, ED. Alright? Meaning you went through something and you already saved out of it, now you're safe. Okay? The scripture says the same that endure to the end shall be saved. Alright, so you ain't saved until the very end of this thing, man. Until the same time, but as the scriptures say, then they shall know who are my chosen. Why? Because some of us are gonna get spiritual powers. Alright? So when Esau try and put that RFID chip within us, we're gonna have the spiritual capabilities to whip his fucking ass, man. You know, excuse my language.
Yeah, the scriptures say, "You shall come in like a flood, you will lift up a standard."
No, that's right. You know, matter of fact, we can get that as well, man. You know, or the scriptures also say, all right, he saw the souls that was beheaded for the truth, meaning if the elect that has to get put to death for this is still gonna have a warrior spirit about them, man. I mean, they're not gonna bitch up, okay? They're not gonna try and snitch about brothers' whereabouts, okay? They're gonna be a true warrior of Yahawashi, and they're gonna get put to death for this thing. And then that's how you still know who's Yahawashi chosen. All right? See, you get the scripture, the brother quote, Isaiah 59:19.
It's Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun."
Right, so we know his name ain't Jesus. That's how we know his name ain't Jesus, man. Nobody fears the name of Jesus. Alright? People make fun of the name of Jesus, man, really. Okay? All the Medea comedies, man. You know, even Esau knows the damn name. He makes fun of Jesus. Alright? They call upon Jesus' name for anything, man. So there's no true fear in that name.
It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him."
Right, because the Lord said he does not this for our sake, but for his holy name's sake. Okay, so when us brothers is blessed with spiritual powers, which I pray any brother out there in the highways and byways gets spiritual powers, man. You know, especially apostle.
Well, hey, Shalom, brother. Hey, Baba Kushad. Hey, Rawchaa. What's that? Jeremiah 16:16.
Oh yeah.
Because what you said, brothers out there, the brothers out there that's teaching this truth. All right, there's an actual promise, man. That's given to them by Yahawashi, man. Hey, you can read that real quick.
Yep. It's Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishes, saith the Lord.
The Lord said he would send for many fishes, man. All right, and them fishes are the men of the Lord that's out there on the highways and byways. Because we're fishing for what? We're fishing for men. Men, but basically of great men. All right, those of the hopeful elect, those that believe in Yahawashi, Yahawashi.
And it says, and they shall fish them.
Yeah, and it says what? They shall fish them. Because these men are going to labor. You know, they're going to labor, man. They're going to go out in the in season, out of season. All right, no matter what the weather is, as long as it's weather enough for brothers to teach, brothers are going to be out there. And then on top of it, if a brother can't get out there, a brother going to be doing a sit-down show, man. You know, here at GreatMillStone is really a camp full of prophets, man. All right? When you read in the scriptures, you had categories, man. You had some kings, you had prophets, you had priests. Well, guess what? GreatMillStone is the men of that's the prophets of the Lord, man. You know? Go ahead.
And it says, and after will I send for many hunters.
See? And he said after, because what's after? Once the men of the Lord is sealed and the Lord have gathered his, then after, then what? Read.
And it says, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill of the rock.
That's right, meaning they're going to turn into hunters, man. So because here it is, the Lord wake up the elect. Once he sealed them, then the only thing after is Yahawah reaping the earth, man. All right, cleaning the earth. All right, these men gonna turn into hunters. So how are they gonna turn into hunters? They're gonna have spiritual powers, man. You know, just like the movie Bright Burn. You know, that movie was really made for the Israelites, man. You know, and brothers ain't seen it. You gotta see it. All right, Apostle Tahar said this is a must see. You know, hey, he even said it was one of his favorite movies, man. And I'm telling you, it's good, man. And I can't wait to watch it again. What you got it, brother?
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
See, who's the enemy? All right, so-called white man, Esau. All right, and all the heathen as well. Okay, why? Because it's going back to Psalms 83, but really going all the way back to the birthright, man, between Jacob and Esau. All right, the 5 prophecies, all right, that the Lord had told unto Sarah, man. All right, which one of them being they shall be separated from thy bowels, man. Okay. Oh yeah, Rebecca, Khan. All right, so we're separated, man. Okay, we're the seed of the righteous. Esau, the so-called white man, is the seed of the wicked. You know, and it ain't hard to tell, man. Our people was actually a very peaceful people. You know, but it's just that Esau, the so-called white man, according to Psalm 64, the thought of every one of them is deep, man. So they know how to bring the ugly out of our people, man. Like taking the father out of the house. You know, and now once you do that, women out here dressing however they want, sneaking men. You not know about that shit, man. Sneaking men into the house.
Yeah, the window.
Yep, through the window.
Or
Yep.
Or through the side or back door.
Yep. Climbing through the window and shit, man. Okay.
Hey, real quick, the way the brother said about men going into chicks' house, you know, little chicks getting guys to come in their houses. It was a couple of years ago. This girl committed adultery, you know, on her dude, and they was in high school. And instead of her going to the prom with her boyfriend, she took another guy to the prom. So when the boyfriend found out, he went to her house at night. He snuck up in the window and he killed her in her bed, man. You know, so that was judgment, man.
Yeah, and according to the scriptures, there's nothing wrong with that. Only thing that's wrong with that is you out of season, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Scriptures say all things are lawful but not expedient, man. You know, so you ain't supposed to be doing shit like that, man.
Hey, I know this brother ain't see the movie yet. I'm sorry, brother.
I ain't see it.
But it's a part. Oh yeah, this brother too.
I saw it.
You saw it yesterday? Yeah.
Snap.
It was a part in the movie with a Brandon. He said he told them, he said I can't remember bit by bit but speak verbatim basically, excuse me, roughly paraphrasing him. He said he said sometimes when people get hurt.
Yeah, I remember.
He said yeah.
sometimes good. Sometimes bad things happen for a good reason.
Yeah.
That's straight scripts.
Yeah.
That's judgment.
Yeah. He was on point, man.
Yeah. Bad things happen for a good reason.
Yeah, because these people out here, they don't believe that a woman like her right here with blonde hair, they don't believe she should get judgment. Here it is, somebody, she caught across the street and get hit by a car. You know, now we're spiritual men. We understand why she got blonde hair.
Yeah.
That could have been the reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they don't see little things like that, man. You know?
The scriptures clearly say, envy not the oppressor and choose none of their ways. Are you dumb as fuck, man? You know, excuse my language. That's something that really pisses me off, man.
And whosoever perish being innocent.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they, like, don't you know, like, when the so-called white woman sees that, man, she scoffs at her, man. She laughs, man, thinks that's pathetic. And that gives her more pride, man. You know? So it don't even make no sense, man. Did you continue on that? Unless you got a preset?
No.
Yeah.
I had a quick precept. St. John 17:6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept my word. They have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. You know, this is just going into how you brothers were speaking on. You know, this word has been given to the elect that are in the Lord's hand. For I have given to them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them.
That's right there, the elect. Because not everyone could receive the word. And right now, the Lord is doing everything spiritually, man. You know, when he make himself manifest, matter of fact, when he showed more of his sighting of the chariots, and they swing low, and they start to do things, when Yahawashi returns, oh, it's going to be a problem, man. It's going to be, hey, Esau going to wish he never provoked the Most High to anger, man. You know? Because right now, it's just the word. The Lord, it's spirit. You know, and most of these people out here, they're dead, man. They don't have spirit, man. If they do got spirit, it's the spirit of Satan, man. You know, scriptures say Israel is wise to do evil. You know? Wise to do evil, but to do good knowledge, man.
That's a shame.
You know, how to roll a blunt. A nigga know how to commit adultery, but he can't give you book, chapter, verse. You know? He don't even understand that he's in Israel. You know, he can't tell the father or the son's name. You know?
Can't tell you why they're even here. What's the purpose of life, you know?
Yeah.
Can't even tell you a story from out the Bible, man. You know, of a testimony of faith, man.
You got it out?
Yeah, you got it back.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19 again. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Right, man. You know, so when they try and come upon the elect, okay, because they got something called the red list, all right, which is, those are the people who actually Esau said he's gonna bust down your door around like 4 o'clock for the people on the red list, man. You know, to come take you immediately to concentration camp to try and put you to death, man. All right, so that's something that you gotta meditate on. But they in the trick bag, because when they try and come upon us, hey, brothers might receive dreams, okay? At that time, you might have an actual angel telling you, yo, Esau's on his way. Come on out.
Hey, that's why you gotta watch the movie, y'all. You gotta watch the movie. You know, I'm sorry, man. It's out. Hey, the brother was the kid was in the bed, and the spirit said, you know, the spirit spoke to him, and he got up, man. Because in that day, it's gonna be like that, man. The spirit's gonna speak, man. You're just gonna do it, man. I got a precept for you.
Yeah, real quick, because that's how it was in the ancient days, man, with our forefathers. He told Abraham, get up out of this land. You know, and Abraham was just doing so. You got it out.
Yeah, real quick, this is Ezekiel 25 and verse 12. It says, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Is the point. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahawah. And guess what? How is the Lord gonna do that? He's gonna put spirit upon the men of the Lord to go to work, to hunt, man. All right, to recompense tribulation to those that troubled us, man. It's a spiritual thing. You know, right now you can have a serial killer or a mass murderer, all right, and it be a spirit on him to be killing, and then when he get caught for it, he just laughing in the courtroom, man. You know, it's a spirit on him. Matter of fact, brother, I don't know what channel, but he resurfaced a video where there was this Edomite woman. She was on death row, and she was speaking, and she said, America's gonna be destroyed. And you could look at her face and tell that it was a spirit. She was saying America's gonna be destroyed. You know, and she was, I don't care if you kill me. And she was admitting of all the killings that she did, man. You know, and it's a few people like that, man. But what the going to place his spirit upon one of his elect to do the work of the Most High, man. Just like right now, there's a spirit on us. You know? But it's not spirit of we're not in the spirit of vengeance right now. We're in the spirit of the word of teaching, man. Right now, the Lord gave the spirit of teaching upon the men of the Lord, man.
Got a precept. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob not like them. Portion being the elect. The portion of Jacob is not like them. It's the former of things. And Israel, the rod, is inheritance. The Lord of his name. Rod, go into it. Shut. That to rule. So that's what. And the very next verse goes into, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the elect are his battle axe.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Because this is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 17. Matter of fact, I got started with 15. It says, but for the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord. See, because there's a reward for this, man. It's a reward for putting your life as a living sacrifice, man. Okay? Anything can happen to us out here, man. You know? They can do a drive-by, or whatever, anything, man. Yeah. You know? But at the end of the day, even Paul said to die is gain in the Lord. You know? Hey, missing out with all little bullshit family does and stuff like that. Alright? All little things, man. It's actually a reward for this, man. For giving your life over to the Lord. And it says, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. And he shall take to him his jealousy for a complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Hey, so when you look at Brightburn, or you look at these superheroes, that movie alone, man, he was a weapon, man. He was a weapon. When you, at the end of the movie, you would know that he was a weapon sent to Earth. Because when he was trying to figure out the language, it finally hit him and said, take over the world. Yeah. So he was a weapon to take over the world, man. His whole let's say his character was made in let's say his character was made in an image or like the wasp. Because when he was in the school, he said it like how he said a wasp. He said a wasp would leave its child with the weaker vessel, and then the parent would come back later to get him. And what was his story? His story was he was sick from he don't know who, and what the spirit hit him when he turned 12, and it told him to take over the world. So obviously, if they make another movie, it'll probably show who sent them down and why, and they was gonna come back and get them, you know.
It was a spirit of vengeance. Like he was a bad guy for anybody in the world. He'd be a bad guy, but for the elect, we understand that's the elect, man.
Yeah, that's right, man.
And it says, he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, in true judgment instead of in helmet. Yeah, righteousness as a breastplate, man. You know, having that confidence, having that faith, man. You know, righteousness is a good thing. Wickedness is the bad thing, man. Whenever wickedness become good, man. Only with niggas, man, and whores, man. It's when wickedness become good. You know, they're a trophy. You a trophy. You know, for you being wicked, man. Hey, in order for you to make money and have fame and fortune, you gotta be what? Wicked, man. You gotta sell your soul. So the Lord said He's gonna give them He's gonna give them righteousness as a breastplate, man. And that's armor, man. That's man. You know?
You know, it says folly is set in great dignity, you know, and the rich sit in a low place. And that low place is the wickedness that our people, you know, Israel, saturate themselves in, man. Like they follow the devil.
Because since you said that, Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
And let me say this. Because you got this character running around here saying that the nuclear missiles are fake. And the Bible don't teach about the World War III and missiles destroying this place. And the guy going said, and I saw the video, he broke down scripture and it said woe. And he said woe don't mean death and destruction. Woe means death and destruction, my man. All right? You got it out.
Did he say what it does mean?
Yeah, he didn't say what it means.
See, of course he didn't tell you what it means. He just told you what it doesn't mean.
Yeah.
It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light. Yeah, so what's that talking about there?
Exactly.
Come on, you serious,
exactly.
man? So what the hell is that talking about, man? But it says, again, Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
So death and destruction unto them that call evil good, man. All right? You know, your time is the darkness. Right now, if you wicked, you better be the best at it, man. All right? Because this is your time to live in darkness, man. Our time is to live in the light. And that's when Yahawashi return, man. When this Edomite fall, it's the end of the night. And it's on with the day, man. All right?
So, back to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verses 19. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath.
Invincible shield. Go ahead.
It says, his severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. All right, and America is that mark, man. All right, America is marked for destruction, man. Okay, and it says, and hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty.
Yeah, that mighty wind is talking about those nuclear destruction, man. You know?
Yeah. Hey, the Most High's got to clean the earth, man. And one mechanism of cleaning is fire. Before he cleaned it with water, now this one is with fire, man. What fire is going to make this place a lake of fire, man? It has to be with thermonuclear missiles, man. All right? Which the missiles, which people don't understand, they think the whole missile itself, all right, comes out, of course it comes out of Shiloh, it comes out of the silo, it goes out of the atmosphere to another continent, but it breaks up. And they don't understand that it's the nuclear warhead, which is the bite, all right, the explosion, man. And a lot of times I think it doesn't even hit the ground, it explodes in the air, right above the surface, and destroys whatever's in its vicinity, man. You know?
And you mentioned how the Lord needs to clean this place because it's filthy, right? Well, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 22, and it says, for I will raise, well, let me read 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. Now, if you look up that term, besom of destruction, a besom is a sweeping instrument, you know? And that's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. He's going to use it to clean the earth, the same way that the Lord cleaned the earth with water. All right, this time he's going to clean the earth with fire, man. That's what you call the second death in Revelation.
Yeah, especially over there in the land of Israel, man. Before we go back over there, it really has to be cleansed, man. All right, because you damn so-called Israelis, you're the worst of the worst nations upon the planet Earth, man.
Yeah, okay? I got one real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. And every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
That's that term.
Yeah. Come on, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
All right, man. So, hey, World War III is coming, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord is very angry with these heathen, man, and with 2/3 of our own people. Okay, and hey, that's also going to tell a sword is being furnished, is being sharpened as well for you people, man. All right, you know what? Destruction. All right, death, mourning, famine. Okay, it's all being prepared. Mainly this place, America, man. Mainly it's being prepared for our people, right? 2/3 of it. All right.
Verse 4. It says, says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Right, so that's World War III, man. Okay? All the different nations are going to be coming together, all right, to go to war, man. All right, then the Lord's going to come back in the midst, all right, and then we're going to shackle and put chains upon all you people, man. All right, upon all the heathen. As a matter of fact, get Revelations 2:27.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 27. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod. 26. Is Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, but you got to overcome first, man. See, so that cuts so-called Christians already, man. All right, you're not saved, man. You have to overcome, all right, what's coming, man. Which is Esau coming down like a madman, sparing none. Okay, you people got to start watching the news, man. All right, start staying in tune, man, and be a watchman. Okay, because otherwise you don't even know what's coming, man. All right, you got, you know, shit is going on with Iran. All right, still we're trying to talk about peace. You were saying right out.
Yeah.
But hey, it's not gonna work out, man. The scriptures already speak upon how World War III is coming, man.
Hey, can you read that again? He said, I'm thinking of a tumultuous noise. Because, and it said he mustered the host of the battle. That's Yahawashi, meaning he refereeing both sides. You know, and I got a precept behind that, because when you with these scriptures, you have to mind it with an image and see. You have to have the vision in order to see what the Lord is talking about. You know, can you read it again?
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains.
Right, a noise of a multitude in the mountains. These are armies gathered together, man. And right now, like he was bringing out, hey, we see a World War III approaching, man. You see America and their allies doing drills. You see Russia and their allies doing drills. All right? It's going to be a world's war, man. Go ahead.
Like as of a great people.
Like as of a great people, because it's mighty. It's many men, warriors. You know, making noise, getting ready for battle, man. You know, and you know these warriors, especially when you watch the American army and they show little things they do. They always, these white boys, these Edomites, gotta pump themselves up, psych themselves out. You know, get all around. It's like a football team, man. If you play football before you went out there in the game, you know your coach got you riled up. You start making noise coming out of the tunnel. It's the same thing, man. Except for this is gonna be bloodshed, man. Go ahead.
It says, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Gathered together, man. All right? Gathered together to fight. Go ahead.
Gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Meaning Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, he mustered the host of the battle. He refereeing both sides, man. And behind that, I want to read this for you, brother. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So the whole point of the scripture in Isaiah, he said, tumultuous noise, nations gathered together. The Lord's determination is to gather them together. To what? It says, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, man. Because the Most High is sweeping them together. And you brought out how...
Pay some of destruction.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, he's sweeping them together to what? Burn their ass off, man. You know, to get rid of them.
And where is he gathering them? Yahawashi, the Valley of Decision, man. That's in that entire region there of the Middle East, you know, mainly Syria, Saudi Arabia, Iran, the state of Israel, that whole land mass right there, you know?
I got some precept? Yeah. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, they say this too. the sun is not getting closer to, because Esau got his ways where he say the world's gonna end. The sun is getting closer, or a meteor or another planet gonna collide with Earth. That's not gonna happen, man. Because Ecclesiastes 1:4, the Lord said the earth will abide forever, man. So we understand that the lake of fire like the brother read, it shall burn as an oven. It's talking about North America, man. North America is Babylon the Great. You know, you gotta switch it up. Yeah. You know, North America is Babylon the Great, so we know that the lake of fire is Babylon the Great. Okay.
Okay. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
So we're gonna be of a quickening spirit, man. Just like we're a quickening spirit of the word and the learning this word and teaching it, we're gonna be of a quickening spirit with a new body, man. You know, the Lord is going to quicken us, man. We're gonna mount up with wings, man. We're gonna be able to do whatever our minds think of, man. One of my favorite scriptures when the Lord said he shall give us whatever our hearts desire, man. So whatever we think of is going to get done. Whatever we do is going to be in a righteous rule, man. You know?
I got a precept on this. Hebrews 6:9. But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
That's right, man. And that's why we out here. People may wonder, why you guys out there? Why are you guys yelling? We're not yelling, we're projecting our voice, man. Because why? We're teaching the ways of salvation, man. We're hoping that the Lord's elect wake up, man, to see what? Salvation. That's the sole purpose of us being here, man. Is that what? We seek salvation, we reach, and the Lord deliver us, man. You know?
It's Isaiah chapter 41, and I'll start at 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power of the Lord Yahawah Yahawashi, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding.
Please, hey, because these Edomites really thought that the Lord was sitting back and on their side. Or some people may thought that there is no God. Can you read that again?
John, it says, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power of the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary?
The Lord is not faint, man. And nor he's weary, man. The Most High is sitting back and allowing the children of Israel to go through a punishment, man. You know, something that he put us in is something he's going to get us out, man. So now you're starting to see the sightings of the chariots more and more. All right? You got the government admitting that the UFOs are real, man. All right? That just proves the fact that we been knew they were real. We know who sits in them ships, man, what you call UFOs. We call it IFOs, identifying flying objects. And we know that the angels of the Lord ride in those vehicles, man. So now, read it again.
It says, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard?
Have thou not known? Have thou not heard? Go ahead.
That the everlasting power of the Lord Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. Neither
is weary, man. All right? Most High ain't sleeping, taking a break. Nah, it's for the children of Israel to suffer a punishment, man. And now the Lord is awakening the elect, man. He's blowing his breath upon the dry bones, man. That's why it's only going to be the elect that's going to get delivered in this time, man. The rest of the rest of the Israelites, which are numbered as the 2/3 here in America, they're going to be destroyed, man.
Hey, that's spirit, because that's what's going on now. How you have brothers waking up all throughout the world. At the same time, you have calamities going on all throughout the world, you know?
Yeah, oh, man. You had, see, they don't want the news. The Edomites, they don't acknowledge the Lord when he brings forth, he erupt volcanoes, he brings tsunamis, he brings floods. That's all the Most High, man. Right. They'll say Mother Nature, you know, or some idiot, you know, he'll say Esau. Esau does have the power and his machines to manipulate the heavens and to cause catastrophe, you know, and to cause problems. But it's all done by the Most High. The Heavenly Father saw all the credit, man. All right? Because nothing can get done unless he ordained it, man. You know?
That's right. Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid?
Hey, so when it's a thunderstorm, when it's a flood and people got killed, what was that out there in Ohio? You had people, homes getting tore the hell up, man. They out of a home, man. all their property. They had a video, and they had I guess it was a drone or helicopter. They was filming the houses, and literally the roof was off. So you can see how the house from the top sectioned off, and you looking in their room. Woman had a flat screen on. Oh, it's a nice little room. But now all of that is exposed, man. You don't have a room. You don't have a home, man. You wait till the Lord start bringing a famine, man. A lot of these people, these people do not understand what is going to befall them in these few days to come, man. All right? And we're living in the last days, man. You wait till the Lord bring a famine, man. These people trust in the supermarkets. You trust that these supermarkets got to have your food, man. You trust in the government. People that's on welfare, you trust that the government got to have your benefits, man. Who told you that it's yours?
Speaking of what the Lord has already done, look at the Midwest. You talk about that one house that got taken down in Ohio, many houses also, but the entire Midwest crops have been decimated to about 30% yield. You know, so a famine is already starting. Wait until that demand in the supermarket is required of those Midwest farms. You know, and prices going to go up. Hyperinflation, man. A famine is going to hit the land.
And people forgetting that America is owing trillions and billions of dollars, man. There's an economy crash going to happen soon. Did you not remember? You know, they giving out, what was it? They have government shutdown at the beginning of this year. 2019, the beginning of this year, there was a government shutdown. What was the major thing they was talking about? Cutting benefits on the poor, man. You had the black woman on certain news saying that he's man, that paid crying. What it was she said exactly, but hey, what's gonna happen, man? The government is gonna shut down, man, and then it's gonna be martial law, man. All right.
It says, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
If it's evil in the city, have the Lord not done it? The scriptures tell you that the Lord belongs to the issue of death, man. Okay? So nobody can die unless he ordained it. He put his word into it and allowed it to happen, man. So when you see a massive killing of people or people dying, if anyone dies, that's because the Most High required his soul, man. All right? So if there's evil in the city, when martial law is being declared and these military troops come through these cities and they come raiding you out your homes, man, it's going to be evil going on, gunning you down in the street. Matter of fact, for an example, you got these knucklehead niggas out here that get gunned down by these police. You know? Just recently, I was watching the BaHaSham. He changed his name to African something now, but the video went viral though. You know, because he cuts videos that go viral, then he do a take on it, on the injustice and shit about what happened. The cop tried to trick the kid. He told the dude in the car, I don't know if they was from Houston, where it was from. He told him to turn the car off. Oh, yeah, and he was like, and he was like, he got a gun. Yeah. Like he wanted him to go and reach so he can gun him down, man.
Yeah. Wow. He wanted him to put the car in park.
Yeah, but the dude said, I'm not doing that. You're not about to kill me. And he had put his hand, he had one hand with the phone in it filming, and he had his other hand like this. Like, I'm not, you got to turn the car off. So when they went to open the door, the car went to moving because they had to jump in to turn the car off. The guy wanted to kill him, man. He saw the devil, man.
When y'all here, like every what?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah. From you could say 3 o'clock, 3:30 to about 7. Yeah.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday, yeah.
I got something on that. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
And what he bring down to the grave? Your flesh, man. All right? And what he bringeth up? Your spirit to him. Okay? And he also gives life, man. So anyone being born, that's the Most High allowing that soul to be born in flesh, man. You know? There's no hell up under the earth, man. There's no devil down under the ground with a pitchfork and you basically in hell eternally, you know? You burning, your soul is just burning up. That's not true, man. That goes back to Christianity, man. You know? That's just to scare you into their Christianity, worshiping Jesus Christ, man. You know?
The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich.
So if you got a poor man, all right, and you got a rich man, that's the Most High's doing, man. And I'm going to hit you with something. A lot of these bums out here, because the scriptures talk about that in the Apocrypha, living out a Beggar's life. Sometimes your parents, you grow up, my grandmother taught me you see a bum, give him money. You never know, he might be an angel. But when the Lord woke me up to the scriptures, I learned you gotta try the spirit by the spirit, man. You ask this man, hey, because most of these bums in here in Newark, it's because they're drug addicts, man. They want to get high, man. It's not because he really starving for money. Starving for food, man. Another thing, if a man is rich, doesn't mean he's blessed in the blessed way that you think that the Most High is blessing him. He received this consolation, meaning he's going to be destroyed on this side, man. Because what's blessed is a man that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, man. That's true blessed. That's in Matthew. I forgot where, but go ahead,
Ecclesiasticus in the 12th chapter tells you, when thou doest good, know who thou doest good to. To give unto the godly man. So just because somebody is destitute of riches, you got to remember that the Lord put him in that position, man. You trying to help him out, you're going against the will of Yahawashi. If the Lord wanted that man to be built up and to have some sort of money or wealth, he would have raised him up to do so.
And you could be a rich man and the Lord could give you a private jet and it's just to put you into a mountain. Just to get you to crash and shit. So that's not really a blessing.
Yeah, because a lot of people think that the pastor, the preacher in the church is blessed. They see him with riches, riding in a nice car. You think he blessed. Oh, God blessed him. So whatever he say is gold. Nah, he received this consolation, and you got to be careful and who you actually will be following, man. That's why the Lord said, bless it. Because you got to take upon this word, and you got to read it yourself, man. That's why you got to that be in these churches, they read the Bible, and then when they go to church, they start questioning, and all of a sudden the congregation starts demonizing them. Why you always coming at the pastor? Well, the pastor is good. And all of a sudden, then what? She ain't in that church no more, man. But you got it out. That's it.
I was reading this back in, going back to, us being the Lord's battle axe and weapon of war, right? So it says, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28, it says, Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. All right, another scripture that comes to mind is the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. If some men count slackness. All right, it says, there is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and shall might up with wings as eagles, and they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So the Lord's going to put that spiritual powers on us for we run around. I ain't seen a movie yet, but I idea was
you gotta see it.
we ain't going to be running around, there ain't going to be no brakes. We're just going to be wrecking machines, man, killing machines.
Hey, that kid, his mother, he killed his own mother, man. Because his own mother tried to kill him. But, his mother, she didn't even know he could fly.
Couple years.
It's way too late now.
His mom didn't even know he could fly until she was under that bed hiding from him, man. Well, really, until he started going through the wall, he started going through the houses.
Well, they got video games. I haven't seen the movie, but it sounds like a video game that I used to look into called Prototype. And it was a video where he had pretty much these mutant abilities. He could, do all that stuff. And he was just going through the city, wrecking everything, man.
They got the movie. It came out in 2012, Chronicles. They see the same thing, but this is more in depth though.
Yeah, they were saying that they're gonna start making more movies. Category superhero horror, so it's more movies. Another movie like-minded like this, superhero horror, under that category is Glass, and the movie before Glass. It's like a part 2 to Glass, or Glass it's split, but then they don't name it part 2 Glass. It's just split, Glass, and now you got this movie. So this is under what I just say? Superhero horror, yeah.
I never seen some shit like that. I didn't think, because you see Avengers and all that. It's nothing like that. That shit is.
Yeah, that shit.
This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 7. And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
And this is what the elites are afraid of, man. Because look, man, these elites, they are enlightened on the left-hand side. You know, they are spiritual, but they're spiritually enlightened from the left-hand side. So they know power from spirit. They hope that they can retain a spirit. They hope that they can actually create a tissue flesh and put a spirit into it. They want to be as though they're the Most High. This is why these elites are scared, because if you know and you into witchcraft and you know about the spirits and you know that it's real, you're 100% convinced. You believe in it, right? You know that it's always a spirit that possesses a man, and he make a man do evil things. So how much more when the Lord possess his righteous men with that righteous spirit, man? That's what they're afraid of, because they're afraid, oh, we know all this. We seen women levitate. They doing their little rituals, blood sacrifice, and they hearing Satan talk through them. They seeing a spirit, angel, celestial come through the wall. Like Tesla, he talked about how a spirit came through a wall and things like that. So they are afraid, what if we receive some type of spirit to come against them? And that's the Most High, man. You should be afraid, man. In Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter, the Lord said, we were made to reprove your thoughts, man. This truth is real, man. And if anyone don't believe that, then you're doomed, man. You're condemned already, man. You know?
It's like that rapper. I think you was telling me about it. His name was Hobson, right? Hobson.
Oh, yeah.
And he was saying something along the lines of, you know, he saw all the rituals and all the satanic shit on the left hand side, and he knew that the Lord was a just and balanced power. So that same power has to exist on the righteous side.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That interview, he said that when he was growing up, he didn't even go to church. His parents didn't put him in church, so he ain't really been in church before. But he said when he got signed, he got into the industry. He said that he was introduced to all the Satan parties, and he saw shit. He saw Satan. He said what convinced him that's Satan. He said that that's Satan, man. I wish I had spiritual powers now. Crumble that shit like a can. Just crush whoever in there blowing that shit. You know. But he said that what made him believe in God was the fact that he knew that the devil was real, and that's common sense, man. That's the balance, man. You know. And now look, I think he's against all. I mean, I don't know what he do. I ain't a fan of him too much, but I saw his interviews and the way that he carries himself. He don't smoke. He don't do drugs. You know, he's a lyrical type rapper. You know, he got a positive vibe to him. You don't see him in the scenes because he's probably not doing his dues towards Satan, man. He's afraid to sell his soul. You know, but hey, man, you know, from what I've seen.
Got some real quick, because this is 2nd Esdras chapter 8, verse 20. It says, O Lord, thou that dwellest in everlasting, which beholdest from above things in the heaven and in the air, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the host of angels stand with trembling.
Whose glory may not be comprehended, man. You know, that's deep, man. Because the only ones that can understand the Lord is the Lord's servants, man. All right, the Lord's elect, man. That's why it's a beautiful thing to be the Lord's elect, man. And that's why we got to strive and keep pushing and endure all the way to the end, because we truly have a reward, man. You got to understand, look, it's common sense, man. If you went to witchcraft and you went to that shit, them devil worshippers, and you believe in that black magic shit, and you know the spirits are real that possess, then how much more the Heavenly Father, man, when he placed a righteous spirit down upon his men? How is it far-fetched that, oh, we jumping out of the window by saying that a man gonna be able to fly, you know, or a man be able to heal a brother, or a person with a missing leg? How is that far-fetched, man? That's because our people are thirsty and they're dead spiritually, man. When Esau, we say that he's not spiritual, but in reality he is. He's spiritual on the left side, man. You know.
Real quick again, it says, before whom the host of angels stand with trembling.
Ooh, the host of angels stand with trembling. So the power and the angels are more stronger than us, man. When you go back to Jacob, when he wrestled the angel, Jacob was strong, man. And the angel had to pop his hip out of place, you know, just to get Jacob to get off him, man. So that showed you. Oh, another one scripture where he took vehemently. He took the who was it?
Oh,
It's in Tobit, I think. I forgot what I ain't grabbing so long. When he took the food to Daniel, he grabbed him by the hair, the crown. Was that Tobit?
No, that was Habakkuk.
Oh, Habakkuk. Okay.
But it was another one where King David had went off by numbering the people, and then the Lord judged Israel, and one angel killed like 70,000 Israelites, but the Lord had to pull him off because he was going crazy, man.
Yeah, so the angels are rough, man. The angels, they're strong, man. In spirits, when you see in you see they show you in a movie spirit and knock a man back so far, make somebody, you know. So hey, they humble themselves before the Most High, man. They tremble, as the brother read the script. They tremble, man. You know.
Angels?
Yes, angels. Yeah.
All they do is stand prostration all day until God tell them to move.
Yep.
Hey, I mean,
They have God down all day. That's all they do. They
Yeah,
stay still.
that's
They
true.
bow all day. Until God
That's in the
tells them to
scripture.
move.
The 24 elders.
And then they go
All he do is
do
bow
it.
to the Lord.
and he'll please the wrath of them that made them.
All they do is bow all day.
you got angels assigned just to worship
Right.
the Heavenly Father. You got angels assigned to sit and wait to destroy.
Hold back the winds.
You know, hold back the wind, hold back the destruction.
You got the angels in charge of prayers. They bring the prayers up and down.
Yeah.
Right. You got angels around us right now protecting us, man.
Because God sent them.
Yeah.
Anywhere there's good aura, God sent them. I said, but other than that, all they do is bow. All day. Just bow. So you say, get up and go.
You got angels falling around certain people,
Yeah,
just waiting to just put them to death, man. They just really just walking with them until the Lord say, all right, put his ass to death.
that's what they do with me all day.
Hey, I got a quick precept since you said it. This is Revelations chapter 7 and 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So that represents the wind, represents the destruction. So you have the Most High holding back the ultimate destruction. All right, the destruction of nuclear fire, man, of World War III. Because the way that this place is going to go out is by the way of thermonuclear war. You know, thermonuclear fire. And the only ones that's going to be delivered is the Lord's elect, man. You know, I'm gonna read it some more. It says, verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
I got a precept. And this is about how we know angels heal too. Tobit chapter 12 verse 14. And now God sent me to heal thee and Sarah thy daughter-in-law. I am Raphael, which is in the Hebrew, which is Rawchaa, healer of the power. It says one of the 7 holy angels. Yeah, the angel Raphael. One of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One.
Prove what I said now. History of Susanna, verse 59 says, then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thine own head, for the angel of the Most High waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you.
Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
So you got angels that are strictly out there for the Lord's vengeance, you know, and they lay on sore strokes.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Meaning they do their worst, they do their best.
Like
know?
Satan, you remember Satan's an angel.
Exactly. And Satan work, and these people think that Satan is against the Most High. Satan is a worker for the Most High. He sends Satan out on those that are wicked. Can you get that scripture?
That's why he sent them out. That's why he gave him respite. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And he said, like, if you tempt my believers, let me say, God told the devil, told Satan, like, I dare you. If you tempt a man and he is one of my believers,
Job.
you can have him.
Job.
Get him.
He had two of evil.
But you can't tempt my believers. My true believers.
know,
You can't
yeah.
tempt them.
Bring that out real quick.
Psalm 49 he cast upon them the fierceness, anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil among them.
Right, sending evil angels among them, man. What the brother's bringing out. Hey, and these angels certainly have to be evil. It's righteous angels that could do just as well as the evil angels. You know, the Most High is a balance. You know, because you're gonna have the righteous angels get out in the last days when Yahawashi is the name of the Savior who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. When he returns, he's gonna have a band of angels with him. They're gonna be getting down. So go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
And they appease the wrath of him, which is the Most High Yahawah that made them, man. So they satisfy the Most High when they do the will of the Most High. You know, matter of fact, in Kings.
Yeah.
Are you going there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, this is I believe it's where's that? 2 King?
Yeah, 2 King. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Salutations. Where you at? Where's it at exactly? Where Elijah, when he opened up his eyes and he saw the
Elisha?
on the mountain?
Oh, I forgot. You see all the angels, all the chariots. I think it's 13.
Yeah, find it for me out real quick.
Elisha prayed.
How we have angels that are assigned many tasks, but these are the ones where the gentleman is saying. Revelation chapter 4 verse 8. It says, "In the 4 beasts wings of heaven, holy, Lord, power." Which was that was just
Y'all know about serving the church? Y'all know about the Moors?
Oh yeah, we know about the Moors.
What's your take on them?
Oh no,
Nah, they too.
I know.
Moors are just different.
Yeah, I know. I'm a more back.
Right, it's First Kings 22.
First Kings 22.
Yeah.
And
You know about the Moors, bro?
this means black.
Yeah, the Moors are Israelites. Because it all goes back to it all goes back to their nationality. You know, the Moors became Moors at a certain time because, you know, that's what they wanted to do, right? But it goes before that. Where was they at before that? The Moors just means black, right? But Moors just means black. They are Israelites. They go by the philosophy of more and living their life in that way, but really they're Israelites. We are Israelites. Yeah.
Pretty much is when we came back into power during the dark ages.
Right. Go ahead.
This the name of the Lord.
Alright, this is our first.
This the name of the Lord, Yahawah. Yahawah, that's the name of the Lord. Yeah, it means he exists or he is. That's
God.
yeah. That's the name of God, yes.
Yeah. Because it all goes back to Hebrew. You know, a lot of people try to say the name of the Son is Jesus Christ, when his name, that's not Hebrew. And he was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So that means also his people were Hebrew. You know? So what was his name? You know, if thou can tell, as the scripture says.
When we talk about the Moors is not a nationality. It's more like a sect of within the Israelites. You know, it's like we get together. We have 12 Israelites, and 6 of them become name themselves to be a particular group, and the other one names themselves to be. It's just
Sons of Thunder.
It's just the Sons of Thunder. It's like the same thing. You call yourself a name. Really, your nationality goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's what Israel means. Yahawah in Hebrew, which means he is the prince of power. He is the prince of the power.
Yeah, we're princes. We're actually, all of us that's Israelites. You are. You're a prince of the Most High. You're the power in the earth of the Most High. But said we just waiting for the Lord to what? To return, to give us that power in the flesh. You know?
We all are. We in line to be, you know? Because
Not as a munda, but no.
we're not in a position of power at the moment.
Right. But go ahead. You got it.
All right,
19.
this is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him.
Right. So this is a vision that you had the Most High on the throne, and he had angels on his left, and he had angels on his right. Go ahead.
True.
Sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?
Right. Now Ahab was he was being a wicked king, you know, and he had a lot of prophets with him, and his prophets were basically yes men. But they just wanted to please him. If he said something, they all agreed with it. But the Most High was basically plotting to get him out of there, to take him out, bring him back to the spirit world. So he had the angels on the left, he had the angels on the right. So he was having like a court session with the angels, and he said,
and one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner.
Go up a little bit more, and then read back down.
It said, and the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?
So he's asking the angels, which one of y'all can go down and persuade Ahab so he can fall, you know, so he can die, and I'm gonna take him. You know, Ahab was a king back in the time, and he was being wicked, right?
Yeah, wicked king.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner.
So he's letting you know that the angels, they were discussing. They were saying, well, I probably could do this, or we could do that. So he was saying on this manner, some saying on that manner. Go ahead.
Verse 21, and there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
So this just proves the fact that the Most High is in control of the.
Be a lying spirit. That's crazy.
That shows you the Most High He controls the left side. It shows you that the Most High controls the evil. He's not evil is not against him.
So
he controls
go
it
to the prophets
and lie. Right.
To set him up pretty much.
Right. Yeah. Right. Go ahead.
All right. And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
Told him to go forth and do so.
Green light.
Yeah, go. You keep reading that.
Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. But Zedekiah, the son of Kenan, went near and smote Micaiah on the cheek and said,
Right, because Micaiah was the prophet. He was the only prophet among all of them. He was the only prophet among all of them that spoke the truth whenever he was presented to the king to speak, as far as what the Lord would say. So what he did was he spoke the truth. Because if you read before, the king would say, this the prophet that always speak against me. He was already upset with Micah. So when Micah came forth to tell him, Micah told the truth of the vision that he saw. So go ahead. He didn't believe him, but this is what he did to Micah. Go ahead.
And Micaiah said, behold, thou shalt see in that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber and hide thyself. And the king of Israel said, take Micaiah and carry him back to Amon, the governor of the city, and Joash, the king's son.
Right. So basically, in a nutshell, he put Micaiah away. So basically he put him away. So basically, if he go up and he don't fall, he come back, he gonna destroy Micah. But what happened was in the story, he went up to war and he died. Most of Micaiah was a righteous prophet. He spoke the truth. You know? Yeah.
Got a quick precept. Yeah.
Shalom, brother.
Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools. So you'll put that spirit in you just to destroy you, just to mislead you,
Right.
lead you to destruction.
Spoil them, give them more, mislead them, make
He tries to push out is that like the Lord and the devil are on this battle, like versus.
Yeah.
But the Lord controls all things.
And I just read out the
He was
angels.
an angel. He cast him down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the devil thought he was greater. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to bow to man. God told him, bow to man. That's my greatest creation. Mankind is my greatest creation. And he asked Satan to bow to man. And Satan refused. He didn't want to bow.
Nah, it wasn't like that.
Nah.
Nah. You on the right track, but Satan trembles when it comes to the Most High. You just read that scripture.
Of course,
Yeah, the Most High, when you talking about in Job, the Most High called Satan into himself and said, "What you think about my man Job over here? He eschew evil." You know, and he was like, well, look, take the hedge off of him. And I bet you he'd curse him to thy face. The Lord took up the challenge with Satan. And that was just to prove the integrity of a man, because we all of Job. We all like Job today, suffering. Satan is a work, if he works for the Most High. He'll never come out his mouth and come against the Most High. When the Most High humble him quick.
Yeah, but I heard God told Satan about a man, and he wouldn't do it.
That was nowhere in the scripture.
Yeah.
Huh? That's what I heard.
Yeah. You have something?
If I can read it again.
Yeah.
2nd Esdras chapter 8 verse 20 says, O Lord, thou that dwellest in everlasting, which beholdest from above things in heaven and in the air, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling.
Yeah, the angels, the hosts of angels, they tremble when they call before the Most High, because the Lord's consuming fire. Remember that? I forgot where it's at. But the Lord is a consuming fire, meaning the fire is he's the spirit, ultimate spirit. Everybody with spirit, anything with spirit comes from him. Well, all things of life, because really this tree has a spirit. This concrete actually has a spirit, not a spirit like a man, but this element. It's all spirit. This can be manipulated right before your eyes. If the Lord had gave me power, I could turn this brick into a bird and let it fly away. You know, that's how it shows you have spirit. Even a cars got spirit. People don't even understand. There's people get road rage when they get a car, but they don't realize it's a spiritual thing. You know, a certain car you may drive, you may think that I got a truck, I'm gonna run everybody off the road. That's a spirit, but it's a spirit on the car as well. You know.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 24 says, For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God.
See, he's a consuming fire. So if the Most High require your spirit, just take it from him. It no matter what you're doing.
And the Most High jealous.
Yeah. He say he's a jealous power. He said years ago, back in the 90s, on one of her shows, she had an episode about God, and she had some few people, and she said, I don't believe in God no more. And it was like, why? She was like, because why? She said, why does God? This is who the black, our mothers, grandmothers, they follow Oprah. Oprah says she don't believe in God, and they asked her, why you don't believe in God? She said, because why would a God have to be a jealous God? Because in the scriptures it says he's a jealous God, meaning he's a jealous power. He's the Most High. He can do whatever he wants. He created life.
Of course
you
he's
know?
jealous, you know what I'm saying, about his believers. Shit, I'd be jealous too.
Hey, well, the Most High is jealous because he is our Father. He's the one that nursed us up. Right. If we as a people, which he elected, a chosen seed, and he gave us his name is actually in Judah, because Judah in Hebrew means Yahawah. The name of the Father is Yahawah. And this is who the tribe who his son came out of, which is the tribe of Judah. He gave us his name. We're princes of him. If you got a son, you raise him up, show him his few skills, this and that, show him his style. He prospering doing his thing, and all of a sudden he diss you and start calling somebody else and giving them like, this is my father, this who I love. You'll be pissed the fuck off. You know what, yo? I'm gonna check your ass. You know? Yeah, hey, see? And you got some of these people's sons that's gay, man. These kids like his age. I don't know. I'm not talking about you, bro, but like his age. I'm seeing these kids go to school today, bunch of homos. I couldn't believe that I saw. I guess they were straight men. It was about 4 dudes. You had one gay dude amongst 3 other men, and you could tell that he was a little feminine the way he walked. His gait. And I'm like, how is he walking with them? When I was in school, man, listen, if you was caught see, yo, what's up with you? That shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man.
Yep.
I'm glad my son gangster. Yes. Word. My son's gangster with it. Yo.
About the Lord being a jealous power. It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. Us in his image, man. So that's what it means that the Lord is a jealous power. Because what? If we go and follow the ordinances and the customs of the Lord, the Lord's going to feel some kind of way about it, man. Right. As he should.
I got something. This is going into how we were rejected for our own doing. Ezekiel 36:17. Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doing. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings, I judge them.
Yeah, so Israel is like a woman to the Most High. We're like a woman to the Lord. And if your woman defile and go off, commit adultery, you cast her out, man. And he said they was dispersed, man. Meaning that means Israel was scattered through the four corners of the earth, man. He kicked us out of our land, man. You know?
And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of his land.
Hey, that's why the Most High is also, what's that, Jeremiah 3rd chapter?
Oh, I got it right here.
You got it?
Yes,
hey, yeah, because the Lord, he put his name in us, man. And right now, we're defiling his name, man. Even though we don't even, two-thirds of our people don't call themselves Israelites. But even at this time, we was defiling the name of the Lord. Because this is a nationality, man. We're truly of the Most High, man. You know?
We start from the top? Yeah. It says Jeremiah 3:1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Right, so if you got a woman, and your woman step out on you, and she go have sex with another man,
I'm gonna kill her.
That's how the Lord feels, man. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Isn't now she polluted? She probably don't even want to know more. Yeah, it's like my pops told me that he was like, you don't want nobody to steal your car. And I got my car stolen before. And he's right. When somebody steal your car never the same when you get it back. You might have to pick the shit up from the pound. You be doing looking at your shit like, man, yo, they got the radio. Man, they got this, and they driving on you like, yo. And then all along by the month you still have it, you be like, yo, it don't run like no more. This don't feel right. You know, you want to get rid of this shit. You know?
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
So the Lord is saying that we played the harlot with many lovers. We worship false gods. We played a hoe. We was out committing adultery on the Most High, spiritual adultery, laying down with these other nations and worshiping their gods, you know, not worshiping our power.
And I mean, to piggyback on what you said, that's like somebody steal your money or steal your diamonds. Someone takes something from you and loses its value. That's just like a woman. If someone came and you fuck your wife, from it, you lose her value. That's what it says.
You got it, Rob.
It says, lift up thine eyes unto the places, and see what thou hast not been lined with, and the ways hast thou set for them.
So the Lord is like, look, realize. Look what all this hell I put you through. Realize who I am. Look who you've been lying with. And look at me. You know? Go ahead.
And that
like,
goes,
wake up.
And that, hey, brother, that also goes into the Moors, man. Because they were lying. They were lying. Who were they lying with? They were lying with them Arabs, man. That's because the Moors were Muslims, man. So they took on that religion, man. And look at, you know, you see downtown Nook, what our people are always into. They into that Islam, man. You know, which that's a false god. And the scriptures even say that would be a curse upon us for our people to bow down into wood and stone, man.
Right. And we don't pray bow. We don't pray bow with them. We pray for 7 pray this way.
Yeah, but either way, what are you praying to when you go to the Mecca? What you pray to? You pray to the cobblestone in Mecca, man. That's the stone, man.
That's why you guys created the east, because you're facing cobblestone.
Right.
But it goes back to Jerusalem, Israel, supposed to
Right.
because that's where the temple is.
That's what Solomon, when you read into the book of 1 Kings, the 8th chapter, Solomon actually prayed to the Lord that if we pray to the east and repent of our wickedness, then the Lord will hear us and forgive us, man. That's what that goes back to, praying to the east.
That's why I said in the scripture, in my scripture says, it's like in, okay, it's in a question there, and it said,
So it says,
Pretty much. They want you to call yourself anything and everything other than Israelite.
goddamn.
You're powerless.
Dancing demon. That's a dancing demon.
It says, and see, hold on, man. And see where thou hast not been lying with.
Wait, hold on. Before you get that, the praying thing, go read that.
So Matthew
Because this is the correct way how to pray. It's not, you're not supposed to be praying to no cobblestone. You're supposed to be praying to the heavens, to the Most High, facing the east.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets.
Yeah, I would say this. They don't do this no more. But a lot of
Says, that they may be seen of men.
seen of men. When you pray, you're supposed to be seen of men. That's between you and the Lord. That's your business. That ain't nobody else's business.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Hey, he said they have their reward. Because their reward inwardly is that I want everybody to see that I'm a holy man. Hey, when I walk, you know, I'm this guy. Yeah, he holy. Go ahead.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which is in secret shall reward thee openly.
So the Lord is saying, be private about it. Go into a closet, you know, be in four corners. Let it just be you and him. You ain't supposed to be in the Catholic. That's some other shit. You gonna be talking to a man about your fault with the Most High. That's going on. The Lord. Hold on, man. The Lord wants you to want it private. He want to know. He want to read your inward thoughts, because that's how the Lord judge a man, through your inward part of man, meaning your conscience. He know what you actually thinking about. He know if you scheming, you flying, you bullshitting, or you for real, or you just don't know and you need help. He knows that because he reads your spirit. So he wants to talk to you personally. Right? So go ahead, Doc.
It says, but when ye pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do.
Right, don't be just saying the same thing like a cadence and like this is the cadence. Nah, be real. Lord, like, ask the Lord whatever's going on. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
Yeah, so that people think they're gonna be much heard because they just keep speaking these words, you know? This words that really is